Hey guys, welcome back to the Aussie Buckets main distribution warehouse here in Melbourne, Truganina. My name's Aiden and today we're having a look through one of our mining buckets. Now, Aussie Buckets has a massive range of rock buckets anywhere from 1 to 50 tonne, and then usually your 50 tonne and above, all the way up to your 400 tonne face shovels is what we call our mining range. So all of our mining buckets come with a 5-year warranty. Let's check it out. All right guys, so to start the walk around, there is actually a lot of features we need to talk about when it comes to our mining bucket range. The first thing we start off with customers is your application. Two main applications is going to be your primary digging, so actually penetration on a face, or bulk loading. So you had a blast in the quarry and you're actually just bulk loading that into your dumpers now. And that's going to determine what cubic meterage we're going for, as well as what width and GET options we're going to be looking at. That's usually going to be a conversation with one of our technicians to find out what's going to be most applicable for your machine. And when it comes to the bucket itself, we have a lot of options in terms of what your budget is, what you're trying to achieve, and what grades we go for. So you can start with a 400 grade base and a Hardox 400 front lip, all the way up to a full Hardox or Biz build for your body of your bucket, completely depending on the requirements of the machine. And with that as well, that's when we're going to start looking at what GET options we use. So for the most part of Aussie Buckets, we're going to be running mainly Komatsu or Cat OEM wear parts. That's from the side cutters to your teeth and boots, as well as your front lip protectors, either replaceable, static protectors there as well. And once we start talking about the GET, a big part of it is also the wear protection in the belly of the bucket. So you can see for this customer has opted to go for horizontal strips. This is an entry-level option in terms of wear protection on the inside. Those can then also be upgraded to your vertical strips, which are a bit harder for us to produce, but do last a bit longer. And then the most expensive option is going to be your replaceable skins, which will maximize the life of the bucket by quite a lot. Coming over to the side here as well, on the side walls, you always have a much more reinforced plate. Get the most meat out of the side walls as you can, because that's a primary impact point, as well as the bottom of the side wall here, you have an extra plate too. And then depending on what size machine you've got is going to be, if we're looking at static heel chocks and static sidewall chocks, or replaceable GET for these. And that's going to depend on your budget, as well as the size of bucket you're looking for. And you'll see here with the rear wear protection, this customer's gone for the horizontal strips. Once again, the cheapest option. These can be done as vertical strips as well. Now that takes a lot more in the manufacturing process, so it does cost a bit more. It will get a bit more lifetime out of the strips. And you can see on these ones, you'll see a couple companies actually do tack welds or partial welds along. These have got a full bead along the entire course of the strip, and this is done on our 5-axis welding robots as well. So you see you get a massive bead on that weld. Talking more about welding as well specifically, you'll be able to see here where we're utilizing hand welding on the ears themselves here, and we're using a 5-stack, and then you'll see what uses on our 5-axis. So all these larger buckets, once they're tacked together and assembled, they'll go straight on the turntable, and then we use those 5-axis robots to get our main primary beads. So you can see massive beads running from where this torsional box actually connects onto the rear skin of the bucket. Helps us get a lot more strength, and it's a lot more affordable to manufacture for you guys as well. All right, next up is actually the head bracket itself. So with the head bracket at Aussie Buckets, like the rest of our gear, the ears are fully integrated into the torsional bar. So you'll see these ears come all the way down here and go straight into the torsional box with a bar running across between both ears, and that's welded together. Helps us get a lot more strength and distribute the load a lot evenly over the entire bucket. All right guys, that pretty much wraps up the walk around for our mining buckets here at Aussie Buckets. We do have a lot of different options, from your wear protection to your steel grades, as well as your cubic meterage, depending on what kind of application you're using this for. So if you are interested for more information, give us a call, 039917 8598, or head to aussiebuckets.com.au to talk to one of our technicians.